Welcome into the first episode of Rebound at the Steg. Listen, man, it's a part of the Respect the Hedges family on the Fanatic Sports Network, man. We're talking all Georgia basketball. That's right, man. Georgia hoops, man. We wanted to get in here to recap what we saw from the Dogs tonight, taking on the Buffalo Bulls, man. Listen, Coach Mike White got the Dogs off and running. We are 10-1. I think it's the best start we've had in like 20 plus years. So if you haven't tuned into the Dogs hoop, man, you might want to do that, man. Like I said, man, it's Rebound at the Steg. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking Georgia basketball. We'll be in here trying to do some recaps and some reactions after the game sometimes. I mean, it's a lot more games. You know what I'm saying? If you follow along, you know, Coach I, man, I'm a part of the Respect the Hedges family. And we talk football every Tuesday, but it's only one game a week for football. But basketball, we got a lot more games. So we'll try to jump on here from time to time and do a live reaction and keep everybody up to date on the Dogs, man, because the Dogs listen, they had a great season last season and then I think just missed out on the tournament. But if we can hold up what we're doing right now, I think the tournament is something viable in our future, man. That's right. So the Dogs get a win tonight over the Buffalo Bulls with the century mark, 100-49. Listen, it's a classic case of a team being way outmatched. We didn't expect the Buffalo Bulls to come in here compete like that, but the Dogs did look sharp early, starting the game off. 20-0 defense leading to offense. So the Dogs got a lot of good things going for them, man. Hey, Stat Guy's in here. What's going on, Stat Guy? Just a little quick 50 piece on a Thursday night. You know, nothing special, you know what I'm saying? Nothing to beat your chest about. You know, it is the Buffalo Bulls, but the Dogs, listen, when you play a team like the Buffalo Bulls, you want to look clean. You don't want to have a lot of turnovers, which if I would have a bone to pick with the Dogs this year, it would be turnovers. We have a little too cavalier with the ball, I think we would say. But we do good in field goal percentage and we do good in defensive field goal percentage. So kind of makes up with it. J Dog in the building. What's going on, J Dog? Say nasty blowout. What's going on, man? Go Dogs. Listen, nasty blowout, right? This is what you want. You only got two more games after this: Charleston Southern and South Carolina State. Before we begin conference play, and if you've been keeping up with college basketball, especially the SEC is running shot over college basketball. So we want to make sure we're stay tuned up getting into SEC play, man. I mean, I don't know if you've been tuning into the Dogs over the years. We've had some athletes to come through Athens, but it's like one of my pet peeves is we always have a whole bunch of athletes who go out and play ball. We don't actually have a lot of hoopers. I mean, we have hoopers here and there, but we don't put together real basketball teams from top to bottom. I think this is one of the most complete basketball teams we've had in a while. I mean, if you think back, like, you know, when we had Anthony Edwards, it was pretty much Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? We had some pieces around him here and there, but it's like it was really Anthony Edwards. You know, we had JJ Frazier. He had to be the shooter and the scorer for the most part. I mean, again, other people come in and contribute, but this team here, listen, it doesn't matter when you talk about guards. We got true point guards, we got true shooting guards or scoring guards, if you want to call them, and we got true shooters who can space the floor and give those scorers free reign to the lane, man. And then if that doesn't work, we got the young kid Asa Newell, man. He out here. He only had 4 points in the first half, but he turned it on in the second half, man. Got 16. RJ Godfrey transferred in from Clemson, UGA legacy. We're glad to have him home. Big impact for us down low. And then Sumpto Surreal, the young kid coming off the bench, man, got his first career double-double. Shout out to Sumpto, man, for getting that first career double-double. Along with 5 blocks. 5 blocks in this game, 5 blocks in the last game. I'm not saying that we got exactly everything we need, but it's looking like so. And I'm ready to see us play against the SEC to see where we really are. Again, we moved to 10-1. So that's a good thing. SEC play is really going to tell us a lot about where this Dogs team is. We go deep with the guards, man. I mean, you start out with Silas Demery at point guard. Thank God he stayed. I know it was a lot of teams probably trying to poach him in the offseason. I think I told the stat guy, man, I hope we don't lose Silas in the offseason. And I think he took some time and then he ended up coming back to Athens because the dude can really ball. And then you got Blue Kane and Tyron Lawrence, man. And then off the bench, you got the two guys we got from Mount St. Mary's and grad transfers, Dakota LaFew, who's personally my favorite guard on the team, and Deshane Montgomery makes his debut tonight. And Deshane Montgomery stepped in as if he'd been playing with the Dawgs all season, man, scoring 16 points. So Stat Guy asked, do you think Newell is ready for the NBA? I personally think he is. He's 6'11". He can run the floor. He's not just hey, give the ball to me on the block. He can score from the outside. And if you paid attention to I want to say it was the U19 World National Tournament, he was pretty much on the USA team. He was pretty much the glue that kept it together, or I guess you say the biggest piece of the puzzle, you would say. So I personally think he is. To the Dogs' detriment, that means we're probably going to lose him at the end of the year. I mean, but we got to make do with what we got right now. J-Dog says, yeah, I think our issue may be size when it comes to conference play. Yeah, because even though Asa Newell is 6'11", he's not your prototypical big man where he's going to get down there and bang, bang, bang. But on the other side, they got to check him too because he can step outside. Now, RJ is only 6'8", but hey, that dude tough, and he can give you what you want down low. You know what I'm saying? No diddy. Now, Sumpto Surreal is raw, but he is coming along every single game. And that dude, like I say, he had 5 blocks tonight, 5 blocks last night. He's 6'11". I think he's that true prototypical big man that you want, but he also can run the floor. But I'm like you, J-Dog. I want to see what we're going to do in conference play. The SEC is a deep league. And but the thing is, we're taking care of business out of conference. So if we just go 500 or better in conference, I like our chances to get to the tournament, which we haven't done. Sunday out of games. Is that the last time we was in the tournament with the hurricane in the SEC tournament, tearing the roof off the Georgia Dome or whatever it was? Not the Georgia Dome, but the basketball arena, and we had to go like 5 straight games and beat Kentucky in the championship or something like that. So Sunday out of games, boy, it's been a long time, J-Dog, long time coming, man. So we're gonna keep up with the Dogs, man. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on here and talk a little dog soup, introduce you to the new show we'll be doing. Don't forget to always, check out the Respect the Hedges on Tuesday as well, man. We talk all football over there, man, with the former players getting it in. Stag Guy says Montgomery being back in time for SEC play is huge. For real, I actually that is huge. And getting these 3 games to kind of get the wheels going, you know what I'm saying? Knock off the rust, even though tonight it didn't really look like it had much rust. He was the addition from the offseason, not named Newell, that I thought would make the biggest impact. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I like Deshane, and he definitely has a different gear. But when it just come to all-around guard play, that doggone LaFew, he just looked like the game moves so slow for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can shoot it from outside, he can pull up at the mid-range, he can get to the bucket. I just like that cat, man. And the fact that those dudes are coming off the bench, and that's not to say that's going to be like that the whole season. I mean, I think Mike White has the luxury to move around pieces if he wanted to. You don't have to necessarily name a starting 5. Long as Silas Demery's running that point guard, we all good to go. J-Dog says, the thing I like too, these guys look committed. Right. Like starting the game tonight, 20-0. That was how we started the game. You know what I'm saying? That's hard to do. I don't care what if it's a major Division I basketball team or if it's Buffalo, whoever. It's like that's hard to do, dog. 20-0. It's like, so I think they're committed to playing that perimeter defense. Again, that's going to be tested when we get into SEC play. You got to be able to level guards off, not let them get into the paint. And then if they do get into the paint, we need the guys like RJ Godfrey and Sumpto. I'm interested to see how Sumpto handles other big men and better guards once we get it into SEC play, because then he is he's a shot blocker, and shot blockers, depending on the guard or a person going to the hole, can tend to get in foul trouble. That's going to be key. Like J-Dog said earlier, those are the 3 big men we typically use. I mean, Asa, RJ, and Sumpto. Now that's not to say somebody couldn't emerge later, but what I'm saying, that's what we're using right now. That says you got that right. Jay definitely feels like they have bought in on both ends. You can't even hear it on the post. You can even hear it on the post game interviews. That's right. And I'm gonna be honest with you. when you got some things rolling and then you add a piece like Deshane Montgomery coming in, sometimes if you're not bought in, you can be like, hey man, like this dude about to come in and take my minutes. But tonight, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't know what's in their mind, but the way they was playing, they was just like, whoever's on the floor, we're gonna give it our all, and I think it kind of showed. Again, 2 more tune-up games, man. We got Charleston Southern. I want to say we play them Sunday. Let's check and see. We play them Sunday. Yeah, we play them Sunday at 3:30 at the Steg. And then we finish off with South Carolina State on the 29th at the Steg. And then January the 4th, it all begins, man. We get Ole Miss at Ole Miss and then home at Kentucky. That January 7th Kentucky game, it's at home. I think it's during the week, if I'm not mistaken. The 7th is on a weekday, but I still might try to. Yeah, it's on a Tuesday. Woo! Might not be able to do that. We're probably gonna be talking respect to Hedges football. So, yeah, that Kentucky game definitely gonna let us know really where we at. You know what I'm saying? I want to win that game. I don't just want to hang with Kentucky. I actually want to beat Kentucky, and like the teams that's at the top. You know what I'm saying? I want to come in and make a mark, make a footprint. With this team, man. To these big time wins can also help you get into the tournament. Beating the Notre Dame in the SEC ACC challenge, that helps that out. You know what I'm saying? Beating the St. John's. We lost to Marquette. Wasn't a bad game. We lost by double digits in that want to say Bahamas Classic during the Thanksgiving holiday. But we also beat Tech. You know what I'm saying? It's always a good day when you beat Tech in anything. So go Dogs on that one. But appreciate y'all jumping in here for a little while, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to give some reactionary videos, right after the game. So if the game come on at 2, try to get on live at 4, things of that nature. And then especially once the SEC start, we'll start some previews, man. Trying to gauge what the team's gonna look like going down the stretch and keep an eye on the road to the NCAA tournament, man. So that's been the inaugural episode of Rebound at the Steg, man, a part of the Respect the Hedges family on the Fanatic Sports Network, man. I'm your boy, Coach I. Again, make sure you're checking out the Respect the Hedges live stream on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Our next show will be December the 31st because next Tuesday is Christmas Eve. So the Dawgs going to play on New Year's, playing the winner of Notre Dame and Indiana. So we'll be doing our live preview on New Year's Eve, man. You come in, hang with the Dawgs, talk some football, and then go party. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. So Stat Guy says, before we get out of here, going to be a battle in the SEC loaded with 7-footers that love to dominate the paint. I'm excited. Just a tidbit before we get out here. Coach I, they call me Coach I because I coached basketball for 15 years, high school and AAU. So while as a fan, I love college football is my favorite sport. Coaching wise, this is my home. Basketball on that hardwood, man. So been itching to talk some Dogs basketball. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to keep up with Lady Dogs as well. So we'll throw some of that in there as well. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're a Dogs football fan, whether you're a Dogs basketball fan, Dogs Lady Dogs basketball fan, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share it with a friend, tell them to tell a friend to tell 3 more friends so we can grow this dog family, man. Listen, it's been Rebound at the Steg, and we up out of here, man. Coach I.